Imagine it's 2007 and Reid Hoffman is pacing a cramped coffee shop in Palo Alto, sketching out a new way to think about careers not as ladders but as startups. The traditional job escalator jammed. Companies no longer promise lifelong security. So what if you ran your career like LinkedIn, investing, networking, adapting? What if you could hack the uncertainty to your advantage? Let's crack open that idea. When the economy tanks and job offers dry up, how do you keep momentum? Hoffman says, don't wait for luck, build your own math. In 2003, Hoffman bet on LinkedIn when nobody else would. He wired money from his savings, leveraged his network, and scrambled to convince investors. This wasn't a safe, comfy job, it was a leap into chaos. But by treating himself as a startup, he forced growth, not stagnation. That gamble, it rewired the future of work. Think of your career like a seedling. No matter the weather, it needs water and sunlight. Hoffman compares this to continually investing in yourself, learning new skills, meeting new people, testing new ideas. Like startups pivoting with market shifts, your career flourishes when you budget time and energy for growth, not just survival. The surprise, taking intelligent risks makes you remarkably durable. Hoffman shows that embracing uncertainty becomes a superpower. When layoffs hit or industries crash, those running their careers as startups bounce back with new ideas and fresh networks, rather than falling into despair. Most of us think networking is awkward small talk. Hoffman flips that script. Your network is the lifeblood of your career startup. Before LinkedIn, Hoffman noticed people's professional contacts were scattered: business cards, outdated Rolodexes, random meetups. He built a platform where connections stayed alive and active. It wasn't about collecting contacts but nurturing relationships that opened doors. This shift created an entire ecosystem where trust and opportunity flow freely. Hoffman champions weak ties, those casual acquaintances you bump into every now and then. Like a web, these connections cover far more ground than your close friends' clique. They bring fresh information, unexpected job leads, and unique perspectives. Imagine them as your career's Wi-Fi hotspots, small interactions with massive reach. The payoff? Hoffman tells us those who cultivate and maintain broad networks get early access to opportunities. They get insider info, job referrals, and can pivot careers fast. By keeping the network alive and active, you're essentially creating a moat of opportunity around your startup, you. In uncertain times, everyone's afraid to move. Hoffman flips fear into fuel, showing how smart risks accelerate your career growth. Hoffman highlights entrepreneurs who launch minimal viable products, MVP, quick experiments to test ideas before going all in. Similarly, in your career, you can test new roles, side projects, or skills without betting the farm. That cautious probe lets you learn fast and pivot, avoiding catastrophic career mistakes while gaining valuable insights. Imagine risk-taking like placing small stakes at a poker table, not all or nothing, but incremental bets that build your stack. Each new skill, connection, or gig is a chip that increases your odds. Over time, these small investments compound, much like startups iterating their products until they find what clicks. The real kicker, Hoffman argues that volatility isn't your enemy, it's your fuel. When you get comfortable navigating change and taking smart risks, you create a career that's agile and future-proof. You no longer wait for permission, you build your own runway midair. Back in that Palo Alto cafe, Reid Hoffman wasn't just sketching a company, he was scripting your career's next chapter. Treat yourself as a startup, invest in growth, build wide networks, and bet on smart risks. Try this next week, reach out to one unexpected contact and propose a small experiment or side project. You'll be surprised how that tiny step sets bigger wheels turning. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.